Good day, class. For this session, we will talk about time and angle. Our watches or even clocks tell us what time is it. On the other hand, we are able we are able to identify the angle using protractor. First, let's talk about time. Time is one of the fundamental quantities of the physical world. It is the period during which an action or event occurs. So the standard unit of time is second. Okay, for time, we will start to second as our smallest unit. So let's consider the following conversions. Units of time, we have 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Okay, we all know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Next, 24 hours is equal to 1 day. 7 days is equal to 1 week. Then 52 weeks is equal to 1 year. 12 months is equal to 1 year. 365 days is equal to 1 year. 366 days is equal to 1 leap year. Okay, because of February 29. That's why we will add 1 on 365 days. That's why it will become 366 days. Then 1 decade is equal to 10 years. And 1 century is equal to 100 years. Okay? You have to be familiar with the following conversions for units of time. Okay? Because if you know the following conversions, you're able to uh, convert one unit to the other unit. Okay? Like for example, so the different units of time can be converted from one unit to another. Example, convert the following units of time as indicated. Okay, number one, 4 hours to minutes. Okay, first, copy the given 4 hours. So 4 hours. Then multiply that by, okay, so using fraction, we all know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes since we are looking for minutes. Okay, so 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Then we put 1 hour on the denominator since our given is in hour, which is 4 hours. So to solve this, we can cancel hour. Therefore, 4 times 60 minutes is 240 minutes over 1 is 240 minutes. Therefore, 4 hours is equal to 240 minutes. Number 2, 18 minutes to seconds. So our solution, copy the given 18 minutes, then multiply that by fraction. So that is minutes to seconds. Okay, that is 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So our 1 minute is on the denominator since the given is minute. So after that, we can cancel minute. Okay, therefore 18 times 60 seconds is 1080 seconds over 1 is 1080 seconds. Okay, therefore, 18 minutes is equal to 1080 seconds. Next, number 3, 7 years to decade. So that is years to decade, and we all know that 1 decade is equal to 10 years. Based on the given conversion earlier, we have 1 decade is equal to 10 years. So since our given is in years, which is 7 years, we will put 10 years on the denominator. So 10 years, our numerator is 1 decade. After that, we can cancel year. Therefore, 7 times 1 decade is 7 decade. So 7 decade divided by 10 is 0.7 decade. Therefore, 7 years is equal to 0.7 decade. Okay? Next, 9 days to hours. We are going to convert days to hours. And we all know that 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So first, copy the given 9 days, multiply that by the fraction wherein our denominator is 1 day since our given is in days. So 1 day, our denominator, then our numerator is 24 hours. Next, let's cancel day. Therefore, 9 times 24 hours is 216 hours. Divided by 1 is 216 hours. Okay? It means that 9 days is equal to 216 hours. Now, let's talk about elapsed time. When we say elapsed time, it is the amount of time that has passed from a given time to another given time. Okay, like for example, from 10 to 1, so you are going to identify how many hours are there from 10 to 1. So 10, we will start from 10, we have 11, 12, 1. That is 3 hours. So our elapsed time there is 3 hours. So suppose we have this example. Suppose a mathematics project was done from 9 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. So the length of time spent working on it is elapsed time. To find the elapsed time, count forward from the starting time. So since we started from 9 a.m., we have here 9 a.m., we're done with the project at 12:15 p.m. So from 9 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. Suppose 15 is here or 12:15 is here. Suppose 12:15 is here. So let's count the elapsed time. Okay, so from here we have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, then we have here 15 minutes. Therefore, the elapsed time is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, that is the interval of the time. So from 9 to 12:15 p.m., that is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, next, example number 2. If the work on the project started at
8:40 a.m.
and was done for 2 hours and 45 minutes, at what time will it be finished? So, since the given is the started time or the time that the project started, that is 8:40 a.m., and we have the given elapsed time, which is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So for us to find the time the project will be finished, we have to add the given time, okay, which is 8:40 a.m. and the given elapsed time, which is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So 8 hours and 40 minutes plus 2 hours and 45 minutes. So 8 hours plus 2 hours, that is 10 hours. Then 40 minutes plus 45 minutes, that is 85 minutes. But we all know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Okay, so in that case, we have to subtract 60 minutes here. Okay, so 85 minus 60 is 25. Okay, therefore, 60 minutes plus 25 minutes is 85 minutes. So this 60 minutes will become 1 hour. Okay, so this will become 1 hour and we will add that to 10 hours. So 1 hour plus 10 hours is 11 hours. Then copy 25 minutes, that is 25 minutes. So we have 11 hours and 25 minutes. So our answer is the project will be finished at 11:25 a.m. Okay, 11:25 a.m. So as you can see, if we subtract 11:25 a.m. to 8:40 a.m., the answer is 2 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, so this is the start, or this is the time you started the project, and this is the time where the project will be finished. Okay, and this is the elapsed time. Next, example number 3. Find the amount of time that has elapsed from 6:45 a.m. to 9:38 a.m. So our solution here is that, as you can see, if we subtract 9:38 minus 6:45, so we're unable to subtract 38 to 45 because 45 is greater than 38. Therefore, we have to borrow time on this hour, or on this hour, which is 1 hour. So when we borrow 1 here from 9, that is 1 hour, and we all know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we have 60 plus 38 is 98. So we have to rename 9 hours and 38 minutes to 8 hours and 98 minutes. Okay? So 98. Why 98? If we subtract 60 minutes here, we will add 1 here. That is 9:38. Okay? So same as this one. Subtract that to 6 hours and 45 minutes. Now we have,
Okay, let's simplify. 8 hours and 98 minutes minus 6 hours and 45 minutes. So 8 hours minus 6 hours is 2 hours. 98 minutes minus 45 minutes, we have 53 minutes. Therefore, our answer is 2 hours and 53 minutes have elapsed. Okay? So the elapsed time from 6:45 a.m. to 9:38 a.m. is 2 hours and 53 minutes. Again, if you are unable to subtract the minutes or the given minutes, we have, like for example, 38 and 45. Since 38 is less than 45, you have to borrow on the hour unit. Okay, so we borrowed 1 hour here, and that is equivalent to 60 minutes. Therefore, we will add 60 minutes here. So 38 plus 60 is 98. So in that case, now we are able to subtract the given. Okay, then we come up with the correct answer, which is 2 hours and 53 minutes. Number 4. Cora put a whole chicken in the oven at 5:38 p.m. The chicken needs 1 hour and 30 minutes to be roasted. At what time should the chicken be ready for dinner? So the given here is the starting time, which is 5:38 p.m., and the elapsed time, which is 1 hour and 30 minutes. So for us to identify the end time wherein the chicken is ready for the dinner, we have to add 5:38 p.m. or 5:38 to 1 hour and 30 minutes. So the given 5 hours and 38 minutes plus 1 hour and 30 minutes. So 5 hours plus 1 hour is 6 hours. 38 minutes plus 30 minutes is
68.
minutes. But we all know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So in that case, we will subtract 60 minutes here. So 68 minus 60, that is 8 minutes. So we can say that 68 minutes is equal to 60 minutes plus 8 minutes. In that case, this 60 minutes, we will convert that to hour. Okay, so 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, and we will change that to hour. So that hour will be added to the obtained 6 hours. So 6 hours plus 1 hour is 7 hours. Then copy the remaining minute,
which is 8 minutes. So we have 7 hours and 8 minutes. Therefore, the answer is the chicken will be ready for dinner at 7:08 p.m. Okay, so let's check it out. Answer the following. So let's convert 35 minutes to seconds, 146 seconds to minutes, and we have the remaining seconds. Then 24.5 hours to minutes, 5 years to months. Then the problem solving we have, it takes 1.5 hours to travel from Taal to Batangas City by jeepney. If the jeepney leaves Taal at 10:40 a.m., at what time will it arrive in Batangas City? So I'll give you time to answer this, then later on I will reveal the answer. Now I will reveal the answer. For number 1, 35 minutes is equal to 2,100 seconds. Number 2, 146 seconds is equal to 2 minutes plus 26 seconds. For number 3, 24.5 hours is equal to 1,470 minutes. For number 5 years is equal to 60 months. And for number 5, the jeepney will arrive in Batangas City at 12:10 p.m. Okay? Now, let's proceed to measurement of angle. It says that angles are formed when two rays that are not on the same line meet or intersect at a common endpoint. The figure below shows angle AOB formed by a ray OA and ray OB intersecting at a common endpoint, which is O, which is called the vertex. OA and OB are called the sides. Angle AOB is denoted by this symbol, angle AOB. Okay, so this ray OA is the side, and this ray is also the side, another side, and this uh, point of intersection of OB and OA is called the vertex. Okay, and that vertex is O. So when we are naming the angle, we will put that vertex in the middle, okay? And we will use capital letters. So this angle is named by AOB, okay? Or BOA. So this is angle AOB or angle BOA. So the vertex is always at the middle. So a protractor is used for measuring angles. Angles are measured in degrees denoted by this symbol, small circle. Then consider measuring angle AOB illustrated below. So this is an example of protractor that is half circle then with different numbers denoted by the measurement of the angle. Okay, so we measured angle AOB using the protractor. Okay, so the vertex of AOB or angle AOB coincides with the center of the protractor. So since the vertex is O, we will place the protractor at that point. Okay, so that point O, then the side OB coincides with the 0 degree marking of the protractor. So as you can see, since this is the 0 degree of the protractor, we will align this side OB. Okay, again, the vertex is placed at the center of the protractor. Okay, here, then the side OB is at 0 degree marking of the protractor. Okay, this is the 0 degree. Then the other side, OA, cuts the scale at 50 degrees. So as you can see, this is the other side. In the side OA, we have this value 50. Okay, 50. We will not consider 30 because here we look at 0 degree wherein 0 is at the inner side, inner value. Okay, so in that case here we will look at the inner value as well, which is 50. So we can say that the measure of angle AOB denoted by M angle AOB or measure of angle AOB is equal to 50 degrees. Okay, this is the value of the angle AOB or measure of angle AOB. So let's deal with the parts of the protractor. So this is the origin. Okay, so the vertex will be placed at the origin. Okay, at this middle or center of the protractor, that is the origin. Then, as you can see, we have 0 marking. Earlier, we placed OB at that marking. That is the inner scale. Why inner scale? Because the values are at the inner part of the protractor. Then, that is the outer scale. So, these values are the outer scale because it is placed at the outer part of the protractor. Then, this line is the base line, okay? Because we will align the base of the given angle, okay? We will align that. So earlier we aligned uh, the side OB on this marking, okay? Now, given the following angle, let's give their measure or angle measure. As you can see, measure of angle FAK. So let's take a look. FAK, okay, FAK here. So it is the base, and as you can see, the 0 marking is at the outer scale. Therefore, here we will look at the outer scale, which is 70. So in this case, we can say that number 1 or measure of angle FAK is 70 degrees. Next, measure of angle FAE. FAE. So measure of angle FAE, 0 markings is at the outer scale. We have here, we will look at the outer scale, which is 130 degrees. Number 3, measure of angle BAE. So BAE. Here, the 0 degree marking is at the inner scale. Therefore, here, we will look at the inner scale, which is 50 degrees. Okay, number 3, measure of angle BAE is 50 degrees. Number 4, measure of angle DAN. So we have DAN. As you can see, D or this side, DA, is not on the baseline. Okay, it's not on the 0 degree marking, as well as this side AN. So in that case, we will get their values, whether it is the inner scale or the outer scale. So let's try the inner scale, which is 20 here. On this side, we have 20, and on this side, we have 90. So in that case, you have to subtract 90 minus 20, and that is 70 degrees. Or just get the outer scale here and outer scale here. So 90 and 160. In that case, let's subtract 160 minus 90 is also 70 degrees. Okay? So if the sides of the given angle is not on the baseline, you have to get their values. Okay? So get the values, then subtract. Always write that as bigger value minus lower value, okay, to obtain a positive value. So 90 minus 20 is 70 degrees. not 20 minus 90 because that is negative 70 degrees. Okay? So the correct answer is 70 degrees. Number 5, measure of angle KAN. So KAN. Again, not on the baseline, or the sides are not on the baseline. Let's get the values. So let's get the outer value. So 90 minus 70 is 20 degrees. Therefore, measure of angle KAN is equal to 20 degrees. Okay, now it's your turn. Try this. Find the measure of the following angle. Measure of angle AOB. So angle AOB. Measure of angle BOC. BOC. Measure of angle AOE. AOE. Measure of angle FOA. FOA. Measure of angle COE. COE. Okay, so I'll give you time to answer this, then later on I will reveal the answer. Now I will reveal the answer. Number 1 is 30 degrees. Okay, so AOB, and the marking here is at inner scale. Therefore, let's take a look at the inner scale, which is 30 degrees. Number 2, BOC. So the sides are not on the baseline. Therefore, get the values, then subtract. So 50 minus 30 is 20 degrees. Measure of angle AOE, we have AOE. So the 0 degree marking is at the inner scale. Therefore, our answer here is 120 degrees. Number 4, measure of angle FOA. FOA, our 0 degree marking is at the inner scale. We have inner scale is 140 degrees. Number 5, measure of angle COE. COE, okay, both sides are not on the baseline. Therefore, get the values, then subtract. 120 minus 50 is 70 degrees. Okay, again, for us to obtain the correct answer, okay, for the time, we have to be familiar with the different conversions like seconds to minute, hour to day, and so on and so forth. Then for the angle, you have to use the protractor correctly, and you have to be familiar with the parts of the protractor for you to be able to find the angle correctly. So that's all for today, and thank you so much.